Dear chess friends, this is Štěpán Žilka, and in this video I will show you defense, how this position can be drawn, and it's very important to know this pattern, because otherwise this position looks pretty bad for white. Simply, if you just was walking with your rook, the king would hide to a2 and just promote, just running against the rook or towards the rook. And if you just ever tried to reach the queen side with the king, you would face this a2, and now you would need to have king either on c2 or on g2. On g2 just going with this perpetual check, on c2 just being close enough to the pawn, but when you go just king d2, rook h1, you will just lose your rook. So there's problem that you just cannot go to the queen side. Okay, green arrow is wrong, you cannot go to the queen side, and you cannot wait. So this is interesting, that you cannot wait, you cannot go to the queen side. So what you can do? Okay, so finally the only correct move is rook a4, and now black has basically two answers, king e3 and king e5. So let's start with this king e5 move. After that you go rook d4, and now rook c1 is necessary. We will quickly show why in the main line. And after rook a4 back, okay, if black goes back, you just make repetition. So knight c3 is rook c3, and now when the rook is no longer on a1, the pawn is going nowhere. You now can really run with your king and just draw with this perpetual checking easily with this king under the pawn. So this king e5, rook b4, rook c1, rook a4 just works. King e3 looks better, but the only move again is rook h4. This is the only move. It's important that rook b4 is blunder, because it would be met by rook d1. But rook h4 is just correct. Now the rook cannot leave the a file, because you would simply win the pawn, and your king is still in the safe zone. So after a2 you have all the time in the world to return for this perpetual checking on these on these files. So king c2, rook f3. I think this is also the only move. Maybe rook e3 could possibly hold, but I don't think it would hold. It would probably not. I don't know. But it's not important. Rook f3 is the correct move, and rook f2 check, and now you see that you have this important perpetual checking from this f file, and the rook is awful. It's like the side checking, it's a bit similar, but it's of course with such a distant king, if there was another file on the left, it would be dead lost, because the king would just hide. But there's no file, so there's nowhere to hide. And okay, you basically keep attacking the pawn, keeping the rook on this horrible square, and once a2 happens, you just again go to this perpetual. Just do not forget, never go king f2, because after rook h1 you would be lost. Oh. This is everything to this strategy. A lot of people doesn't know this defense exists, so keep in mind this one, because rook and a pawn against rook, it's very typical endgame, so it's better to know its theory. So thank you for watching, and see you in one of my next videos.